Hello, 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 everybody. My name is Steve Ford. Welcome to your English lesson. Today, we've got a great lesson to help all of you who need more English when you're in a video conference call. So, are you ready? Let's go.
Frozen. Blurry. Your camera's off. Can you turn on your camera? Sorry? I didn't catch that. Come again? Your mic's on mute. Can you unmute your mic? Can you turn up your mic? Turn down your mic. I'm getting some feedback.
So many people nowadays are using video conferencing, whether it's this software or that software. And many times, some things can go wrong during a video conference call, and I'm here to help you so that you can use the right words at the right time when you're in that call. One of the first things that we have is when we have video problems. So for example, if you see somebody's camera doing this, then you can say, your camera's frozen. This can be for a number of reasons. Usually it's the internet connection, it's a little slow, it's lagging behind. Or it can also be that the person's laptop is just too old. Another common thing to happen during video conferencing is that maybe you can see the person, but it's like they're underwater. And we say that your camera or your image is blurry. Blurry. So that might be a new word for you, but it makes total sense to native speakers if you say your camera's blurry. Another common problem is that the person's camera is not turned on. Your camera's not on. An opposite problem, and a little story, I heard this from somebody, is that there was a big meeting, very formal, and this one woman, she didn't realize that her camera was already on. She was kissing very passionately her husband, and everybody in the conference was like, hey, your camera's on. We can see everything. So you want to be careful if your camera's on or if your camera's off. The audio. There are many things that can go wrong with the audio in a video conference call. The first one, of course, is when somebody hasn't actually turned on their mic and they need to do that. Or it could be that their mic is muted. So if you're asking someone, you could say, can you unmute your mic? Another common one is you're breaking up. Well, breaking up with my boyfriend, my girlfriend? No. This breaking up means that the sound is not continuous, that it's cutting. And I really recommend you use this one. We use it all the time as native speakers. All you need to say, you're breaking up. Of course, it could be the volume of the person's microphone, and you could say, I can barely hear you. I can almost not hear you. And probably you're going to want to ask the person, can you please turn up your mic? Turn up, increase the volume. Great phrasal verb. Can you please turn up your mic? Now, if the mic's too loud, and I've had this happen, especially with those headset mics. I remember that I had one meeting attendee who always, like for 2 months, he kept the microphone right near his nose. And during our conferences, you could hear this breathing like, and I asked the guy, I say, hey, your microphone's too close. I can hear everything that's going on with you. Can you please put your microphone down a bit? Another common one, it's a pet peeve of many people who are the meeting organizer, is when there is feedback or echo. So that's when I say something. What was that? And the worst for me is when I laugh. So I'm like, ha ha ha, and then I hear it again. Ha ha ha. I hate that. I don't know about you, but that's a huge pet peeve I have. I don't want to hear myself laughing twice. So you could ask the person, do you mind using your headset? Another one that commonly happens has more to do with the person who is speaking. It's them.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
And we could say, for example, that if a person is speaking too quietly,
Can you hear me?
then you could say, please speak more loudly. But there's a nice way of saying that. You could say, could you please speak up? Speak up. That means to speak more loudly. Could you please speak up? Sometimes people speak too quickly. Sometimes they have a little bit of an accent, and when you mix those two together, it can be a recipe for disaster. Nobody understands what they're saying. So what you can ask the person is, come again? Can you run that by me again? Sorry, I didn't catch that. All of those are very nice ways to say to the person, I don't understand a word you're saying. Okay, everybody, so we're going to listen to a dialogue using all of this vocabulary so we can see how it works in action. Hi, John, it's Jerry here. Oh, hey, Jerry, I wanted to go over those numbers from our last meeting. Okay, but just to let you know, I'm using Wi-Fi at the hotel. Okay, so let's just see how it goes. Did you... Well, the first thing I wanted to... No, I'm sorry, Jerry, you're frozen. Come again? No worries, I think it's the hotel Wi-Fi, but what I wanted to say was that the numbers aren't exactly what we thought they were. No, Jerry, now you're breaking up. And your camera's blurry too. Jerry? Jerry, I think that your mic's on mute. Can you unmute your mic? Oh, there we go. Yeah. I actually, what I did was I unplugged the headset. Is it any better? So I think this is the right thing that we have to do. No, now, Jerry, I'm getting a lot of feedback. I can hear everything that I'm saying twice. Oh, but it's fine for me. I know, but I'm hearing everything. Yeah, that's not going to work. Jerry? I think we got cut off. Okay, everybody, I hope that you enjoyed this short and sweet lesson about target vocabulary that you can use for video conferencing. You can practice it as much as possible because native speakers use this all the time. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, you can do that here. You can watch more videos here. You can follow me on my social networks. I will also be putting a quiz up on my website so that you can practice some of this vocabulary to remember it. And I hope to see you in our next English lesson. Bye for now.